Welcome back to another video. I'm really nervous about this one. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I really haven't thought this through very much, but I'm just keen to do it. It's one of those things where you really just don't overthink it. Just do it. But printing on paper and getting the right order is not very fun. Okay, so this is... I should explain before I start doing anything. This is my 2025 planner. I actually started the wrong thing. I need to cut it down to size. So my 2024 planner is pretty much just like I've got my vision board, my letter to self, my goals and intentions. A lot of pages I haven't caught up on, but monthly stats as well. And the idea is that I have something to look back on that kind of captures my entire year at a glance. And so I've got the books that I've read, which I need to catch up on as well. Also got monthly overviews, what I enjoyed for the month, what were my goals for the month. So a mix of business, but also personal stuff. And then towards the end of the year, I will have favorite new products, which I'm actually not including in this next year because I don't have enough pages and I don't care for it that much. And also 2025 highlights in pictures. So I'm going to print out some pictures to fill up this double spread so I can see my year at a glance in pictures. But yeah, I don't mind this. It was just setup was so bad. Drawing the lines, measuring it. I really don't like measuring things. I don't like needing to be so precise with things. Look, even my underlines are super wonky. And so I decided at the time I was doing this, I'm never doing this again, except I will print. And so I still have 2 of these books because it came in a 3-pack. And so I figured I would print on these pages and cut it down to size. I have never cut a book down before. I've seen Maddie from Hello Naya do it a lot, and she's honestly a pro, but I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, first of all, I need a cutting mat, and then I need to get my knife, which I call my scalpel. Okay, so let me get that first. So of course I can't find my cutting mat anywhere, but I have an actual cutting mat from my cutting machine. So I'm going to use that because I mean, same thing, right? So I'm pretty sure this is not sharp at all. Like what happened to it? Yeah, so this is going to be fun. We're going on this journey together. So I guess I need to measure. I really don't know what I'm doing, guys. Is anyone else like this? Like you're a perfectionist in some areas and then with certain things like measuring, you're just like, I don't care. I don't care if that picture frame, it's 110 by 210 mils, by the way, in case you were curious. It's just approximate, honestly. Yeah, things like hanging hooks for picture frames, making sure the shelves are straight. No, I don't have the tolerance for that. Even though I have a background in maths, it's like a different number game, you know? And I don't have the patience for it. So yes, I'm well aware it's a very lazy quality, but I honestly do not care. Okay, so I feel like this is not going to end well. I have 2 cutting mats. I really just don't know where they are. I feel like I should put something behind this just in case I cut my table. So I'm going to grab another cutting mat and put it behind. Yeah, so I guess now I just pray for the best and slice through it. Again, I'm sure this blade is ultra blunt. Okay. God, I feel like my hands are going to get cramped from doing this. Am I even making an indent? I am. That's not bad. I'm already hating this. It is so crooked. So crooked. At this point, I'm going to just cut it. My hands, I was pressing down way too hard. I think it was like 10 times harder than it could have been because the blade was so blunt. And now I'm going to use my tiny scissors to cut it. Look, this is just for personal use. It does not need to be perfect. And I've kind of scored it, so we're just gonna cut straight through. Oh no, I'm so sorry to anyone that makes their own notebooks and they're watching this right now. They're absolutely dying. You know what? That's good enough. I absolutely demolished these early pages because my blade kept slipping. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to clean this up. And then what we're going to do is unstaple the pages so that we can print on it. You see the jagged edges? How it's just like the blade just kept slipping. Hey, it's done. It's not even, and that was probably the worst cutting video that you've ever seen of your life, but it is done. And I'm going to compare it to my other inserts that are proper tan inserts and see how this fits in. This is going to be fun to clean up also, so let's put that aside for now. Again, I'm a recovering perfectionist and, oh, I need another band. And I'm learning that not everything needs to be perfect. This is one of those times where it does not need to be perfect. How do I do this? Anyway, let's just compare the size. Look at that. Perfect. It's gonna, I can see this like part jutting out. It's going to sit right in there. It's going to be very thick with 3 inserts. That's okay. I like my insert to be, my cover to be chunky, I think. My notebook. It feels like it's got some heft to it. So it's going to sit in front of there. I'm going to stamp 2025. But we are going to unstaple it. Okay, the problem is that probably won't be something I can handle on camera. Maybe. Can I? No. I don't have a staple long enough to restaple this. I've been meaning to buy a stapler with a long arm, but I haven't bought it yet. But I'm still going to take this apart and maybe just like really simple stitch it back together with some thread. Maybe I can put, can I reuse this? I'm so sorry to all the bookbinders out there that are potentially watching this. Please close your eyes. Please be careful, your finger's not there in case it slips. I always have this really strong fear that happens. I've heard of way too many accidents of that happening. So, that was successful. We're going to remove this. Again, watch your fingers as gently as we can so that I can reuse those staples, which are quite nice. They're like brass staples. I've never noticed them before. It's stuck. Okay. I bent that one, but that's okay. Alright, we're going to try to print now. This is like the next challenge because now I have to figure out which page, which way I insert it. Alright, so let me pencil it in so I know. Title page. We don't need that. Letter to self. Letter. And then vision board. And then we've got goals and intentions. So, how do I do this? Okay, so goals, intentions. It's going to be very annoying to erase this, but I designed the layout in Affinity Publisher, which is basically the same thing as Adobe InDesign, but I did it on there. And then we've got, and I'm just looking at that right now, 2025 highlights. But we've got Jan and Feb, and then we've got March and April.
May and June, July and August, September plus October, November plus December.
Obviously, if I didn't already have this blank Midori notebook, then I would have just printed it on regular paper to put together, which is obviously so much easier. But I really want to use this up. So Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and then we've got the stats. Then we've got Instagram, and then we've got YouTube. Then we've got income, so we've got Jan to April, and then we've got May to August, and then September to December, and then a blank day, blank page. I don't know what to do there yet. I'm just gonna leave it because I wanted favorite books to be across 2 pages. Fave books. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spreads of books. And then I've got monthly overviews. So Jan, Feb, November. I'm too lazy, but I really think I should print out a test page so I can see the font and sizing and everything looks okay. But 2025 pics, 2025 pics, and that's it. Look at that perfect ending. Okay, let's print a test page, I guess. All right. Yes, I kept this scrap of paper because there was a little bit of blank space. This is bigger than I thought, which is great. I was worried this page would be too tiny. So this is the stats page. So previously I took up the entire page for just Instagram, but you know, I don't need to write that big. I don't need that much space. So it goes January to December. Same thing here. And I think that's plenty of space. I like that. If anything, the headings might be too big even. I'm going to print on the pages now. I'm nervous. I hate this. I hate this feeling. First page we're going to print is a very, very simple one. So hopefully even if I mess it up, it's not the worst. It's going to be the goals and intentions page. Okay, goals and December. The vision board page will stay blank because I need to print out something to put on there, like a what do you call it, actual vision board to put on there, so I don't need to print anything. And 2025 pictures can stay blank too. I might just design, no, I think I had a heading for it. All right, so goals. Let me erase this because I don't know if erasing it is going to ruin the printed ink afterwards. Let's try that. I'm nervous. Pray for me, please. Let me cut this. This is very uneven. All right, let's do it. Okay, the ink is smudging, but it printed. It looks fine. Honestly, the spacing of the lines, not great, but that's okay. Oh my God, I'm impressed it actually printed. I always expect things to go wrong when you're printing when you're just printing things, like the order, the layout, the spacing, just everything always goes wrong when I'm printing something. But that honestly looks fine. There might be slightly too much ink, but I think that's okay. I might check the printer settings, but I might do intentions. Should I do it per page? So that page is done. I should, right? So then I just go layer by layer. All right, I'm gonna do that now. Wish me luck. Let's do the rest of the pages. Okay, deep breaths. I was trying to listen to relaxing classical music while I did that because that was extremely stressful. Was it still better than drawing the lines myself? 100%. I would still do that again. So, if you caught that, there were some mistakes, but honestly, not as many as there could have been. So, ink smudges, yes. I also printed the wrong page. Wait, not here. It was on the other side. So I'm missing a page because it's meant to be. Also, the paper got jammed, so I don't know what to do there. I think I'll just print on a different piece of paper and stick it on. I don't mind the crinkled paper like this side. It's totally fine. Same thing with. Where is it? I did print a page wrong. Because they were both month pages and I got the month. Oh, also the layout. I didn't flip it properly. Oh, yep, I printed this one upside down. Just a few mistakes, but honestly, not that bad. Not that bad. I think I'm missing August. Yes, so I printed the highlights page August instead of the actual month page August. So I will again just print it out on a blank piece of paper and just stick that on. That is not a big deal. I'm not going to do that now because I am done. I am tired. This looks so badly cut, but that's fine. That is fine. The hard part was that I encountered when trying, like printing on the left side was totally fine, but printing on the right side, I had to flip and then mirror the design so that I could feed it through the print. Does that make sense? Anyway, so that was tricky because then I had to go back into the design and flip everything and then I didn't move it up. But all in all, I'm really happy with how it looks. I think that looks great. But this was so much easier than needing to draw it out and I think it looks so much cleaner. I'm so happy with it. It's such a simple design. If you are interested in it, I'm not going to sell it per se because it honestly is so simple, but if I get enough, like I don't know if anyone actually wants this, but if I get enough feedback from it, maybe I'll develop one to sell. But for now, I'm just going to give this away to my patrons on Insiders and Up for free. So if you'd like to get this kind of printable file, like I will remove probably the income. I'll probably remove this. But apart from that, because that's very specific. Oh no, not stats. Do I remove stats? Stats and income I might remove. Actually, I think I'll leave Instagram and YouTube and I might just extend it. I don't know. Yeah, I will do that. I get too worried about how people print it, but I can leave it up to people to figure out the pages themselves, but I will get rid of monthly income or create a generic one where it's not broken down into like 7 different income streams. And then, yeah, so that'll be available for my patrons for Insiders and Up because, again, it's just something I whipped up really quickly based on my previous monthly planner. No, 2025 planner. Something I did change with this, though, is that I found that I didn't know how to answer looking forward to. I felt like a bit of an arbitrary question, so I got rid of looking forward to. I kept priorities. I did currently enjoying. I liked that. I liked struggling with, and instead of to-do list, because I didn't use that again, I replaced it with wins. I do have a section for highlights, as you saw here, but this is more like bigger highlights, I think, and I thought including wins here would encourage me to write just simple things like I went to bed earlier, or I drank more water, or I spent more time outside. So not necessarily highlights per se, although that could work. But yeah, I just wanted room for more simple things. So let's do a quick flip through. Actually, I'm gonna stamp. Should I stamp it? 2025 on the front. Let's do that right now, so you can see how I did it. Ooh, do I do it in black or do I do it in brown? Because I do have my new Shachihara in brown. Ooh, that's a hard choice. I don't know. Maybe in brown? Okay, let's do brown. I have not used this yet. So this will be the very first time, and I guess that kind of signifies the newness, the new era of 2025. My table is covered in like eraser markings, residue, if you can see that. I always hate these kind of lids because I always get it on myself. Alright, I think I'm gonna put it here. Oh, that's very firm. That's a very firm stamp pad. 20. Oh, that's too much ink. That's okay. 20. It's quite cute. 2. 5. I'm really impressed with how much ink it was picking up, even though it felt like it wasn't doing anything. Okay. Okay. I think brown was, oh, that's off center. I think brown was a good call. I quite like that. So let's put my stamps back. I love these stamps, but also they're such a pain. And let's put it in my cover. I need a band. Again, I don't have a band for it. But that, I feel like, oh, it's throwing me off. I need a full stop there now. It is bothering me. I know I'm just going to open it up and be bothered by the off-centeredness every time. Ooh, that was almost too low. That's fine. Nice. Much better. Okay, so I get to open up this traveler's notebook, and the first thing I see is my 2025 planner, which means hopefully quick access. I can see all of my stats, all this page, all of all of my stuff, just quick access, which gives me a lovely reason to use this planner. I just need to get the band going. I think I will do it there. Is that too little? I think that's fine. Anyway, so I'll put the band on, and then I've got the 2025 planner in here, my Japanese journal, and my commonplace journal, and that's what will live in here. And it is getting quite thick, but most of those, like the inserts, are just for writing, so it's not going to get much chunkier than this because I'm not pasting anything in. I mean, commonplace, yeah, a little bit, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. But that is my 2025 planner setup. I need to actually fill it out, but I haven't actually gotten my mood board. I don't have my vision board or anything ready, so I can't actually fill it out. I don't have my goals yet, so I think I will do that in a different planning session, as well as a letter to myself. But this is just the setup. Hopefully you don't mind that I don't have anything ready, but yeah, stay tuned for me actually filling it out, hopefully very, very soon. I'll do that in a nice, like, calming ASMR setup, maybe, or maybe not. I might have to talk because I'll have to explain my goals a little bit, but of course I have to figure out what my goals are. Wow, that's quite sharp, but that's okay. Look how cute it looks. I'm really happy with that. So that is my 2025 overview planner. Still don't know what I'm calling it. I will insert that properly after this video, but thank you so much for watching. That was incredibly stressful. Thank you for being my moral support on this journey. We got it done. We did it, and it wasn't a huge disaster. Honestly, it could have been worse. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!